Let me get this out of the way before we get started. I don't know why I want to record this video. I think I don't know. I have no idea why I just hit start recording. I don't know. I don't have a plan. I don't have an outline. I don't have a list of topics. I just wanted to. I just wanted to. So if you want to join me on this ride to wherever we're gonna go, it's gonna be one shot. There's not gonna be any jump cuts. There's not gonna be any breaks. This is just gonna be me talking about stuff for a while or something. Okay, because I'm not sure what I'm not again. I don't know. What's the point of anything, right? So today I was supposed to today I was supposed to do a couple of things. Record a vlog was not one of them. I was actually meant to write an article, which I've been meaning to write, and I've gotten a chance to finally write for the or do other things for the first time in a while because I was casting both ESL Pro League North America and ECS. ECS with Dan and James, both on YouTube. So I've just been a hot YouTube star outside of my channel for the last few months. And today I finally, it's been like, spent the last couple of days doing other stuff. But then today I'm meant to have a day where I work on a YouTube video because we did our off angle series and we did 3 episodes and we were meant to do a lot more, but because of how much I was casting and because I picked up doing ECS as well, I didn't have time to do more videos. Would have been cool. And but now I have all of December with no casting or anything, which is going to be a good break for me, and it'll allow us to reconnect. So I can do some more YouTube stuff. I have a lot of ideas, but at the same time, I kind of want to just wipe everything clean and figure out what to do now. I've been like like stressed out. I want to say. I feel like I'm not allowed to say that because of like what I do for a living. Sometimes I look at, sometimes I'm like, I look around like this is the fucking sickest life that I could ask for. So I don't think I'm allowed to be stressed out. But like today, for example, I was supposed to write that article, which I'm stoked to do it because I haven't done that before, and I really want to challenge myself in a new way. And I was like writing an outline for it and going over some concepts and ideas, and I just want to do it really well. So that's the only daunting part for me because I like know that my first article is not gonna be that's my best one. That kind of bothers me, but I know it's important to just forget about that kind of thing. So I started writing it, and somehow it just started turning into a rap, and I started writing a rap. It's not a Counter Strike rap. It's just like something regular, like my other raps that you've probably heard on YouTube that I've circulated before. That I used to rap in high school, but I wrote I wrote a rap. I'm gonna upload it. It's probably gonna be on my Twitter tomorrow, or I think Luke's gonna mix it, and we're gonna upload it like tomorrow or the next day. And I might start doing that once in a while because I think that's actually good for me. Because number one, it's something more. I need to do more than one thing, otherwise I can't focus. I don't have ADD. I mean, I have to do more than one big thing at a time, otherwise I can't focus. I think I learned that about myself. So like here I was writing an article, and then I just started writing lyrics, and I just started to get into a rhythm. I've been listening to a lot more music recently, and then I was like, all right, let me try, and I ended up finishing it. So, and it's not bad. I think I can do pretty good rap sometimes, but that's and then I started doing and now I just like now I'm here in front of the vlog camera. This is not part of my day either because the second portion of my day, it's kind of funny because the second portion of my day was supposed to be making a video, but like making a video like an off angle or play breakers, like a new video series that I'm getting started on. But I was like watching Fallen POV demos, NAF POV demos, and I'm watching them, and I know what I'm looking for, and I'd love to tell you guys more about that, but I don't want to like just wait for the videos and then we'll talk about it after. But I'm watching the fucking POV demos and I'm just like can't find what I'm looking for, and I'm like just can't fucking do it. Can't do it. You know what I mean? Can't do it. When inspiration strikes me, it strikes me hard. And when that happens, I feel like I'm unstoppable. But sometimes I'm like there watching videos, watching POVs, looking for something before the inspiration, and I'm just like don't know why what I'm doing. Just have no idea who I am anymore. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna record a vlog. I think it's important to. I like to do whatever I want, um, but the farther along I get in my like career, the more I have to do certain things on time, which is part of growing up too. But I think there's always a way to live life like you want to. So I think that this is my way of being productive today. And then also being productive, and then also, yeah, making sure I get something done so that like tomorrow rolls around, next day rolls around, and I'm still in like work mode because I know it'll come eventually. And I still have an idea of what I'm looking for, but just fucking like going in dry, never going in dry, right? So that's that's why I started watching this vlog. That's why this is probably going to be. That's probably why this is not a. This is not one of the. This is not a video that I don't think anybody has to. I don't. If you miss this video, you know it's not the end of the world. All right. If you miss this video, say you're a dedicated fan, you watch everything I do, consume all my content, read every tweet, retweet and like and favorite everything. If this never had, this is like episode 7 of Stranger Things season 2. If this never happened, it wouldn't matter. All right. So this is totally bonus shit. But I also, this is kind of a way I get to cheat as somebody who has a YouTube channel and following and stuff, because I think it's really important for everybody to take a day, like an hour a week, go for a walk, think. Sometimes I just stand in front of the mirror and I just have like, you know that meme where the guy's like having a conversation with myself? I do that shit. That's me IRL. I do that shit for real. And I like to, I think it's actually very important because we're always so, we're like so hyper connected to everything and always processing information and never, and always, I want to distracted. I don't want to put this in a negative connotation because access to information and stuff is really good, but we're just always thinking about shit. So I think it's just as important that you think about shit as it is that you like. It's like you fucking bake a pizza. You need to give that pizza and like some time to cool down before you bite into it. In fact, it'll taste even better if you let it cool down for a bit. What I'm saying is that's what my brain is, a pizza. So all of our brains are just we're just we're just pizzas. So if you think about it like that, I think it's important to take some time to let the thoughts that you have settle in, like let themselves like untangle a bit, you know? I think it's a really important, healthy, and just as important to learning as it is to actually get the information into your head. So this is something I'm gonna like just learn that our brains are like pizza. You know, wouldn't have been able to know that if I hadn't started to make this vlog and talk to myself for no reason. But yeah, this is one way I get to cheat as a content creator, because like now I get to like upload the vlog, I get comments, I get to read the comments and stuff. It's like a fun way to do this, you know. But not everybody has that. Not everybody has that ability. But that's why my life is great. That's why I can't. That's why I can't be upset about having a, you know, having a, like when I'm looking through these POVs and shit, I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Like I'm doing something, I'm like forcing myself to do something. But at the same time, I'm like, this is the sickest thing I could be forced to do ever. So yeah. So, you know, I was talking to Dan about this, DDK. He's a great guy. we think about things very similarly. I don't know if he'd agree, but we like when we talk about Counter-Strike, we always talk about it from perspective of psychology, and like we always talk about like the winning mentalities in general and stuff like that. And I was saying like, you know, sometimes happiness is relative, and even no matter what your situation, whether it's good or bad, even though it is relative, and like some people are happier in different situations, and like since I'm used to a certain lifestyle that's been pretty cool, but since that honeymoon period is over, I'm like in it. There's you almost it's like small things can kind of like make you upset, or your idea of a win and a loss is different. You know, if I like how much money I make in events, for example. If I making like what I made 2 years ago at an event, I'd be very unhappy. But 2 years ago, I'd be very happy. But even if I had that money from 2 years ago now, I feel like a lot of people should be happy. So your idea of what's a win and what's a loss changes. And that's why I think people always talk about when you're looking for happiness, you gotta like look within, because every time you try to look for happiness from something that you can get, that thing will eventually like wear off or like lose potency, let you down. And that makes sense. But I'm still on the quest. I'm still on the quest to get to the top, because as far as I'm concerned, I need to answer that question for myself. You know, I think I have some in some ways, but I need to make sure. So that also keeps me going. But yeah, that working at Face It was cool. Like kind of getting to be able to get closer with James and Dan was really cool, because they're really interesting guys, and they have their own lane in terms of casters. Like they're like the only casters that cast majors that you don't see like as often with other casters. Like it's not that they're not friends with other casters, you just don't, it's not that, like other casters kind of have like a clique almost, and James and Dan are like with them at these big events, but they cast together. They have a totally separate style of casting, which so do the other commentators. Let me make sure that's clear as well. But they have like their own like philosophies, their own way they do things. They're super successful at it, and it's really interesting. And I guess also part of it, actually no, I don't know. But they have like they have Face It, and they do Face It a certain way. And I'm gonna go cast at Face It. It's different from EPL. Face It is like it's almost like a summit style cast, where it's like the three of us sitting on a couch and we're talking, and it's like podcasty. And that was a kind of a new learning experience. I got some good help from actually specifically James gave me advice, and like would tell me when I did something badly, or like tell me how to improve something. Like there was one day I was like interrupting too much when I was talking, or too many times I would be like say a single word, and it didn't really add much to the cast, but it took up a portion of the commentary. So he was like, we got to stop interrupting each other. And I was like, okay. And then that's something it's really important that somebody tells you that, because I think a lot of people won't. And then, you know, you can end up going through life not knowing you're doing something wrong. So it's good. It was really good learning experience to do the whole season of ACS, and build a better relationship with them, and get to casted all of the North American online season for both leagues. So I feel like I'm very in tune with all the North American teams, and like where they're at and how good they are and what the players are up to and stuff. And then we obviously there's European EPL, so I didn't get to cast the European EPL matches, but I casted the ECS EU matches, yeah. And that made our days double the length. Usually it was like there's a lot of 8-map days, because it's 4 games of Europe, 4 games of North America. And for ESL Pro League, it was only 4 games of North America. But I have taken all this time off to only do the off angles, because I was, and I'm not even going to tell you to bear with me, by the way, because I'm just going to be literally talking about anything I think of as it comes along, just going back and forth and stuff like that. Because I actually don't have a plan. I didn't think about what I was going to talk about, but I know there's a whole bunch of stuff that we haven't talked about since the last talked. But anyways, I digress. There was a for EPL. For EPL, um, for EPL, I just focused on doing the off angles, and then I got ECS kind of like halfway through the season. I come do want to do ECS. I was like, okay, and then it was pretty much just so much casting that I would come home, be kind of late, and I wouldn't. I wasn't in a place to like stream or work on a video or something like that. I was very wound up. I would have a lot of caffeine throughout the day. I was very like focused on the hours that I was casting, and then thinking about just unwinding after that because I had the next day to go cast. So I gave myself kind of a break, and I hope I wasn't being lazy. I personally think I wasn't. It's tough. It's tough balance, man, because I think like last year I would say I was lazy. This year I made a concerted effort to work on that, and I feel a lot less lazy. But I think it's still hard because as your own boss, and when you do things like content and casting, there's like you could fucking do it for you. Like there's no limit to how much shit you can do, and there's like other people that are gonna be doing it too, and you're just like every moment I spend not doing something, I just feel fucking guilty. So I feel like I have been using my time as much as possible, but I've also been kind of stressed out. Just I don't know why, I'm not sure. Kind of stressed out. Like after I'd cast, it'd just be like I feel like I wasn't done working, but too tired to do something else. So maybe that's why. Maybe it's just like a guilt slash stress thing. But I think I'll feel okay now. It's been 2 days since ECS. Spent some time unwinding. Just been hanging out. We have, and so like December for me is gonna be pretty much 100% content, YouTube content. Nathan and I are doing a deal with another company that you guys will hear about soon, and we're going to do a trial with them, and if it works well, we'll talk about doing something more exclusive or just content with them in general. They're great. It's not a gambling sponsor. You've never seen me with a gambling sponsor, never will. Just not interested. Only cool companies on this channel. So we got a couple of cool guys that reached out to us, thankfully, that I think we can that we're probably going to work with in the off season. And then I'm going to try to do a schedule where I stream and do YouTube content. And I don't know if a lot of it might not go on our channel just because of the nature of the partnership that we would be going into. But that's kind of how it has to be, unfortunately. Like I will make sure that like I point to the videos as much as possible, but our own YouTube channel, it's just not, it doesn't make enough money to, like I can't ask Nathan to edit a video for 20 hours for like fucking literally $10 or $15. You know, that's, you wouldn't do that to Nathan, right? Like that's fucked up. I mean, for me, it takes like 2 days. I have to do, sometimes most of the work goes into the research. Like I just know how much time it takes for Nathan. For me, it's less than 20 hours of like 20, he takes some 20 to 30 hours of straight work sometimes. For me, it's like probably 6 hours, and then 6 hours, and it just depends how much research I have to do. But you know, for like $10 or $15, dude, that's not fucking fair. It's not fair to anyone. So, yeah. So that's gonna. I really want to reach 100K subscribers because I feel like I dip my toes in into too many avenues of, like I pursue too many different things, and then I don't. Of all, like my whole thing was like I want to be the best at one thing, and I've just like dipped my toes into so many different things and not gotten to be the best at any one of those things. Like dedicated my time hard enough to do that. And I just want to make 100,000 subscribers. That's not even like a super crazy goal at this point. So hopefully we'll be able to upload some YouTube content. Maybe if you guys like the vlogs, like these ones. I'm sorry, this is like so low effort. But you know what? I truly feel like some people appreciate just having this kind of video just because they want to know what's up, and they're like you're like death matching or something like that. So it's not going to be for everybody, but I'm sure I'm not making this video and just being one of those assholes. It's like this is shit. Please watch it. I don't think some people are going to probably watch it and maybe be interested. Um, the other thing is that streaming is kind of an interesting beast because it accounts for like a significant amount of money, just talking from a financial standpoint. I also really just enjoy it because I love like all my subs and viewers, and like think everyone's super cool, and like these guys are like just my legitimate friends now. And um, I really like streaming. Like I love streaming. I had so much fun streaming Life is Strange, that new episode of Life is Strange, and that's not a game I would ever fucking play if I didn't have a stream. So I think streaming's really cool for that reason. Also like Dark Souls, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have even played the shit if it wasn't for my stream. But it's such a time suck. Like I'll stream for like 11 hours in a day. So my whole day is just streaming. There's a Soylent, sit in my chair till my ass hurts and stream, and I love it. But I like streaming doesn't advance my career. I think it helps. Being 100% transparent with you, it helps like solidify relationships, meet new people, connect with my fans and just people that are watching my stream, not necessarily fans, on a personal level, which is important for my brand and all that. And I just enjoy that a lot. And I think that like I don't have anything to hide. I'm not a fucking weird YouTuber that's like you don't want to know what they're like if they stream. Not that kind of guy, you know. I feel like I like the stream. I like doing it. But just when I think about like working on a YouTube video or something, which could be worth a lot more potentially, just balancing that out is kind of tough. Um, but yeah, that's something that I'm thinking about. Like, what's my life balance? Technically, it's all gonna be some kind of content one way or another. It's gonna be like casting content, streaming content, and just figuring out what to do the most of. And then also, there's merchandising, which we have taken a long time to come out with the next set of clothes, and they're done. We just have to shoot with them, and we have somebody to shoot with, so I'll be shooting with them really soon, and we're gonna put the new products in the store, and then I will make a commitment to a schedule for how we have clothes come out, because I want the store to be taken very seriously for myself and for people who are going to the store, and I will be adding shit to it like on a consistent basis, and like keeping up with the seasons. I really want to have like a cool fucking clothing store. I just really want that so badly. So sorry, man. Sorry for everybody who has been waiting for stuff. And I basically told myself, like, after all this casting is done, I'll take on the content properly and the merchandising properly, at least for a month or two, because it's pretty much the best time to do it anyway, considering Christmas coming up, events are going to slow down and so on. So yeah, those are like all the fucking updates I have. I can't think of if there's anything else. I guess on a closing note, do you guys want me to do more of these? Is this too low effort? Is this too low effort considering the off angles and other things that I've made? Or do you think there's a place for these? Do you think they should be more structured? Do you have any tips for me? What do you want? What do you want? Whatever you want, just tell me. And if you have ideas for videos that you'd like to see. Oh, this is another interesting question, okay? Because I always thought this. Like, I used to like watch some people really I used to watch some people really religiously, and I thought, I know how to improve their channel. Like, if I had their brand, I would make it the sickest brand ever, and I know exactly what I would do. But for those of us with the brand and the channel and so on, it can be kind of hard to see like what it looks like from the outside. So if you're that guy and you know how to make Boxer amazing, and you have this idea and you're just like, I know what you need to do, and maybe I was thinking maybe you do it, but you haven't yet, and you know what the idea is, and I haven't done it yet, and you think maybe I'm not gonna do it. Send me an email or a tweet. I'm a tweet at Launders, or email at mohan@boxer.gg. I will read it, and yeah. Okay, I think that's it. Follow me on Twitter, please. For the love of fuck, follow me on Twitter. I don't care if you don't use Twitter, just follow me. Just follow me on Twitter. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll upload something. And if you want more vlogs, just ask. I'll read these comments. Just ask. I'll upload more vlogs. You want jump cuts? I'll do jump cuts, but only if there's like a lot of people are like, please, Launders, you're so boring. Do jump cuts, like you need them. Then I'll do jump cuts. But otherwise, I would really like to do just like, I like to do like straight. You know what I would like? I would like to do videos that are just straight beginning to end, one cut, but just be so fucking interesting, or just learn to be so interesting that I don't need jump cuts, and that's even better without jump cuts. I'm like obsessed with this idea of like no jump cuts, because then you know like they're not hiding anything from you. Even when I watch other YouTubers. So, you know, fuck it, we're not doing jump cuts. But just tell me if I'm not interesting, or if like what can I improve, and then eventually I want to be able to like carry a vlog like this, but just make it the whole thing be like so sick that that it's so sick that everyone just wants to watch it and watch it again and again. All right, that's it for me. Bye, everybody.